Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shack here, and welcome back to Empire War Forces of Corruption. Taking a look at an updated version of Republic at War. I can't believe this mod is back in development. This was one of the first mods that I covered 10 years ago. My first Let's Play, second Let's Play on the channel ever, so many years ago. Now, there hasn't been an update for Republic at War since 2010, 2011, so going on 3 years. And they've just released one for May the 4th, so it's back. Now, there is a few new units that have been added to it. There's some new effects, there's some new planetary textures. We're gonna look at all of that, and we're gonna look at the changes to the Galactic Conquest. All the Galactic Conquest maps have been updated as well. But the biggest deal, I think, is the fact that it's back. They're doing updates to this classic. Now, if you don't have a clue what Republic at War is, it is a total conversion of the Galactic Civil War timeline of Empire War brought into the Clone Wars. You have the full-on command of the Republic or the Separatist droids, so the Grand Army of the Republic or the Droid Army. Let's go ahead and dive into single-player Galactic Conquest. Of course, we're going to be checking out the Republic, my favorite faction, and we'll dive into the Outer Rim sieges. And I will go ahead and turn up max level to, or tech level to max and give us some extra cash for the spotlight. I don't recommend you do this for actually playing, because you want to build up through the ages, because it'll give you a sense of like actually playing through the Clone Wars series. And that's what this is based on. It's based on the Clone Wars animated series. All right, let's dive into it. A lot of the audio you'll hear Rex. Oh, people are gonna remind me. Delta is in here. You've got Delta Squad from Republic Commando, and the whole squad is there. Let's go ahead and pause, because the AI is kind of brutal. And one of the neat things about this is they don't use the hyperlanes in the way that you're probably used to if you played a lot of Remake or of Awakening the Rebellion. There is a lot more, you can go wherever you want. Hyperlanes just make it super fast, almost instantaneous. And I'll just unpause for a second, and we can take a look at the galaxy map. Look at how beautiful it is now. It's been updated. Yeah, it looks great. I can't believe this is back. Now, the updates, like the list of updates are pretty short, but then you get into all of the corrections, fixes, and issues that they've solved. And one thing that I've noticed, I have doom stacked, and you know what, we're gonna do it right now. Let's doom stack a fleet. Maybe it's because I'm running on a much better rig than 10 years ago, but honestly, it feels so much smoother. One of my biggest complaints, particularly about late game, we gotta grab the Jedi so we can get their Delta fighters in there. Let's get Plo Koon, let's get Obi-Wan, Anakin. I don't know if Yoda gets a ship. I don't think he does. And there's Cody. Commander Cody has stealth, so do all of the Jedi. But you also get, what's his bonus? Unit, it doesn't say what bonuses are. Hopefully with this. Oh yeah, and we can train the actual, the legions. So we'll train up the 501st, and let's go ahead and get the attack battalion as well, the 212th. 212th being my favorite. And let's go over to Tatooine. Look at this. So Hypori, we don't own it, but we can skip past it. Now, like I was saying, surprisingly, it runs really, really, really smoothly. I just turned on all the things so we can see everything. It's weird to have the buttons back over here. This is much more vanilla UI than we're used to. Tatooine. Oh, this is one of the new units. We can get flame troopers. Yeah, that's a thing now. And let's start a fight. Let's start a fight for Geonosis. So we've got 5 acclimators. We've got 4 Venators. I think Hognar is about to be getting nailed. Let's put, why did I bring you, Delta? And it begins. Yeah, we're not gonna win that. That's a tier 2 space station, but we'll dive into the fight anyways. So even doom stacking and bringing the full fight, and if you've never played Republic at War, it's much more about production. It's much more about numbers. It's about fleet formations and less about, maneuvering around ships. Like you'll get into a fight in Awakening the Rebellion where you're trying to get behind ISD so you get out of their arc of fire for their main turbo lasers. You're not gonna really have that in this. It's gonna be about having these long lines and getting mixed in. Think of the battle of, think about from the movies, right? Think about from the 3rd movie, that huge battle over Coruscant where everybody is broadsiding each other and there are ships just everywhere. That's much more in line with what they were going for this. I'll put some resources into the additional garrison. One of the unique researches for this, I'll actually bring in more ships to back us up. I don't think we can win this, Acclimators aren't super great about being the ship on the front, so let's go ahead and pull you guys back a little bit and let the space station deal with it. Also grab some more extra shields. Boost in shields 25%. No negatives to these.
Upgrade complete.
All right, now that upgrade will remain, so if you do manage to defend the planet. Oh, we need to get out of here because that fleet's got to be there in a minute. Pull you back. Acclimators do have the focus your fire all batteries. Works best as a full broadside, so it says. Though I don't think you actually need to be broadside. I think it just means be close. Oh man, it's good to be back to this. It's running so smoothly. Maybe it was one of the updates after I did our second series in it that I just haven't jumped in and played, or it's this new version. They've gone ham. All right, let's go. Fighters, we're gonna break you guys off and make you into groups. Group 1, Group 2. We'll get our ARC 170s as our Group 3. We can close their wings to get a boost in speed, but I'll just leave them open for now. I don't want you guys so far away that you don't engage in the fight. I just didn't want you guys tanking the fight. The Separatist fleet is approaching. More reinforcements are almost here. V-wings, let's go. We'll prototize. Let's go find the enemy. Overwhelm! We got droids. Okay, that's a lot of anti-fighter capability. Fall back. Wow, that is a lot. Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. I know you're gonna get chewed up.
Space station damaged.
Fire on this target, and the rest of you get out of there. Let's see if we can kill some of those patrol boats first before we engage. Let's go. I can't believe this is back. Torpedoes hitting. They're starting to fall back. This does have subsystem damage. So if you're used to like Corey's mods where he's gotten rid of the subsystem, you know, targeting with torpedoes to take them out. Like, look how many subsystems their Munificents have. You can shoot through them. All right, Acclimators, it's time to focus our fire and kill these support vessels. There you go, switch targets. We gotta kill these support vessels before, or we go around them. Yeah, or we go around them, let's go. Arcs, target the shield generator on him, if you can see him. How we doing? Almost took that one out. About to lose a starship. Broadside, engage, don't let him get away. Nicely done, push through. How are you doing? Oh, he's gonna run. Might be able to get him with the space stations. Oh, I have the resources. Go for the reinforcements. I might be able to hold this. Yeah, they're starting to get behind us. That's not great. And you guys are doing fine at taking out, like, the shields, but you're not really killing these targets fast enough. All right, switch targets. Go for the shields here. So they've added four or five new planets. Let's see, Christophus is on, Hamat is on, Yagdul is on, and Ringo Verda is on. They've redesigned the Galactic Civil War, which you could see in the map. We are definitely not gonna win this, but we might get reinforcements just in time, or they're gonna trickle in and all die. I'd rather not lose the space station because I don't really wanna have to rebuy it. Nice. But the Munificents have too much firepower. Hey, we got the reinforcements. What comes in? And where? Oh, a Dreadnought came in. Nice. Yeah, see, I kind of wrecked them. Focus your fire. Let's see if we can kill it quick. I don't think we're going to get any more reinforcements, but welcome back to Republican War! Oh, the scale of these fights get redonkulous, too. All right, after this battle, I will get a Doom stack going, and we'll invade one of their proper planets, see if we can find one of the Doom Donuts. One of the Lucre Hulks. Now, I lost the space station. Does that mean, yeah, I lost all of the upgrades, except the Venator class bonus. Because we own Tabana gas mining, probably from Bespin, because I think we start with Bespin. Our poor Dreadnought. I mean, compared to what he's up against, he's holding his own pretty well. All right, let's get out of here. Crazy that this is back. Okay. Ah! Oh, and their trench is at Tatooine? So they came to me because I never actually left. Interesting. Okay. Hey, we can build gravity generators. There will be no escape. Pelta's in this. Do you guys do your healing, right? You're an escort? For a mobile hospital ship for injured clones, a blockade runners, convoy escorts up to a transport can do everything, slightly modification. I might be confusing my mods now because it's been a long time since I played Republic at War. I might be thinking of Corey's. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. There's the fleet. I could see a Providence well far out there, and I probably don't have the resources to call in reinforcements.
In progress.
Okay, I do at least have, yeah, I got 6,000
I've got
credits.
trouble. Be on the alert for
All right, launch fighters.
I've never understood
Reinforcements on route.
One of the best things is how they've got
the mystery of the Sith.
the audio.
I don't think we're alone.
Oh, what's his ability? Strike. Temporarily boost Plo Koon's rate of fire and movement speed.
Reinforcements en route.
Anakin.
Impressive. Punch it, R2.
Reinforcement available.
Ah, so Yoda and all of Delta are inside this Venator. Now, I've always liked this way of doing it. Instead of having your heroes in a shuttle in the middle of a battle, it actually just stuck them in this like command ship. So don't lose that command ship is more or less the lesson here. Let's move the Venators up a bit.
On contact. Ready and able, sir. Yes, General.
And engage. Okay, the Jedi just annihilated that target. You hold your position, let the rest of the fleet move up.
Turbo laser cannons online.
Everybody else move up. Now, Republic at War is one of the older mods. It doesn't have any way of showing like what, how do I put this? Where your capital ships are moving. There's no green line to give you that the indicator. So, like I said, it's less about maneuvering individual ships and trying to get, you know, port or starboard side. It's about having these large fleet formations. You're gonna use a lot of your hyperspacing in to figure out what your formation is. And one of the biggest strengths is as the attacker, you can hyperspace in ships a lot closer than say, like look how they're spreading out. If I give him the order to move here, he might move closer. He might take this wonky route all the way around. Oh, that's not just a Providence. That's Trench's capital ship over there. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. It looks like they're sharing assets with some of the other mods. They must be working with some of the... You guys need to get over here. Some of the other mod authors, which is pretty cool. Like that background, the Galactic Civil War map looks oddly familiar, which is pretty neat. One of the coolest things about Empire War as a modding community is that they trade assets and mechanics. They work together. And having been covering mods now for a decade, that's surprisingly rare. A lot of times, and I hate to say it, but a lot of times ego takes over for mod teams, and nobody wants to share anything. So everybody's constantly reinventing the wheel. Looking at you, freelancer. Not to call anybody out, but man, that I remember back in the day, that was definitely one of those communities where like a mod team would make something cool and then just literally take it off the internet rather than have people, you know, be able to enjoy all that hard work that's been put over it through the years by more than just, you know, the original, the remaining mod team. But, you know, drama. The scale of these battles. I'm not even, oops. Oh, I don't have anybody else. I'm pretty sure I'm not at build cap. To the point where I'm gonna call in more reinforcements. All right, acclimators, I need you guys up here. But like I said, having hyperspace ability in where you can just hold position. Okay, we do need to engage this ship. Let's get all bombers, start working on that. And let's get the ARC 170s as well. I'm gonna reroute you guys. There's 22 squadrons of you. Go wreck
Our
base.
space station is under attack.
I'm relying on you. Get in there. Cinematic mode engaged. Now we should be at broadside range, so let's actually get all, if I can click him, there we go. Pop your shields and focus your fire on that target. All of you, fire, and go for their hangar base so we can own the skies.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, the hyena's passing over the camera. That was sweet.
Reinforcements available.
It's a freaking blast from the past here. Now, as for some of the new units that they've added, they added the A6 fighter for the Republic. They added Flame Troopers, which I mentioned earlier, and the Rothanan Destroyer. We'll get into a ground invasion after this and see if we can check out one of the new maps, or at the very least, some of the new planetary textures. And I'll try to bring in some of the Flame Troopers. For the CIS, they got the Atmo Dreadnought and the Scarab Fighter. Now, have we not? Wah! Run! Run! Even with all of that focus fire,
Under attack.
we didn't break it? I'm ordering all ships to engage. Get over here.
Fire at will.
Reinforcements are moved.
The arcs continue to do their runs. Oh, there's a rock in the way. They're confused. Kind of like them skimming over it. Where's that Providence? Just fire your salvo? The BTLs with the armor still on them. There's the Providence. It's gotta be close. The entire fleet is focusing that thing down. Oh man, I'm just reminding, oh, the death clone on that one's a little weird. It switched over to a Magnificent. Maybe? But not really, nope, because there's that. Oh! Oh crap, that wasn't even Trenches. Trench is just sitting in the back. That was a different ship. And they are running. And there's the donuts. Fear the donut, particularly the battleship variant. Oh, we're actually doing damage. Switch targets to the engines. 9, oh, 4, 3. Ah, he got away. He had 30% left on his engines. Oh well. Next time. So, let's drop into, and of course, if you're doing a campaign, be much more careful about your heroes because once they're gone, oh no, this doesn't have permanent death. Obi-Wan's on a timer. That's
Ready for
nice.
battle, sir.
We're ready for battle, the flamethrower troops say. Let's grab you. We'll move the whole fleet over to Camino. We'll join up with the 212th and the 501st, who should be ready to go.
Training soldiers.
Bring some medics as well. Oh, it's Windows. 187th Legion in their purple markings. Is this the Star Corps? Is this the Siege guys? 327th able to assault positions that smaller squads are not capable of troops. 327th distinguished by their yellow stripe. Now, one of the things I always wanted to see them do, and they never did.
The men are ready, General.
Let's move you guys up. I don't have any vehicle production down here. Let's bring the 501st as well. I don't, oh, because we're playing Outer Rim. That's why Palpatine is on Camino for some reason. Because there is no proper Imperial or Republic Alpha / Imperial Palace. So we need a planet to invade. Let's see if one of the new ones are on here. Yeah, actually, right there. Christophos is one of the new planets. So I'm gonna break this. I might edit this out. Just in case. I'm going to hit.
Adventure.
I hope there's actually enemies there. And we'll send our ground forces.
Craves not these things.
A Jedi craves not these things.
21B, operational.
Oh, our medics just got trained. On Camino. They don't have orbital forces. There's not gonna be anybody on the ground.
Planetary control
Ah,
achieved.
that's a bummer. I was hoping we were gonna fight over it. Because that's one of the new maps. One of the new planets that they've added. All right, well, let's see if we can find, well, let's go after Geonosis. Oh, they've got a huge space station there.
Mind what you have learned.
Right?
Tactical battle imminent.
You have lost the Battle of
Construction
Geonosis.
complete.
So it just said no.
That's
You're not ready. You're not fighting that. Don't ever auto-resolve in any one of these mods. Well, we got Utapau. We could go after that. That could be fun. I'd have to break through, though. Yeah. Why don't we hit... Why don't we take the fleet over to... Kind of like the idea of hitting Utapau. Let's go over to
I will.
Eridu. Let's bring the ground forces over there. We can have Yularen meet up with us because he was always my favorite commander in the Clone Wars. On your order. He was always so fed up with the Jedi's like bullshit in the show. Okay. Go ahead and join the fleet. We're gonna knock over the orbital defenses. Let's have Yularen be the first in.
Adventure.
We'll grab up our ground forces here. Do I have no ground, like, armor starting? Apparently not. You only get clones. No armor, no artillery. That is in the game. There's plenty of artillery. Like the artillery from the movie is in this. You get the saber tanks are in.
Your move, General.
And he has the, concentrate your fire.
One battle at a time.
And there's this button right here isn't like firing off an ion cannon or something. What it actually is, let's climb this, is the spat cannon for the hero. It's one of the ways they made it work.
Yes, sir. Almost there, General.
I don't know why it's attached that way, but it is.
Choose your reinforcements.
Bring in reinforcements.
Company. Trajectory plotted.
We already have enemy contact? Oh no, they've captured the turret there. So we'll put a line of Venators in front of us.
Trajectory plotted. Vultures!
The enemy approaches. Let's get our Jedi in here to give us a hand.
The council will be
Let's not bring Delta in.
Reinforcements cancelled.
And then the back line. Go, go, go. We should be able to knock through this space station and then start landing our forces.
Changing course.
Escorts, come on in.
Spotted. We'll get there, sir.
We need your laser cannons to take out any fighters that approach.
We'll get there, sir.
I wouldn't fight a campaign like this. Definitely, you're going to want a Doomstack because you're going to want those fleets. But if you're really getting into a first run on this, think hard about when you split your fleets, because you're going to spend most of your time trying to counter and knock out the enemy's production, particularly in the larger maps. Let's get the fighters in there so we can clear this out. It should be a fairly easy win for us. Acclimators, just press. Venators, go ahead and press. And let's get Yularen with my favorite line. Where is he?
What could possibly have happened since I last spoke with you?
Here he goes.
All ships, fire at will.
The announcer.
Half a battle. Battle station.
On the front line. And then everyone delete those vessels. As I order all of the acclimators to open up. Cool. Fairly easy win. Let's get a spat cannon out. Fire. He's got to be much closer. Oh, he's way out here. Okay, that's not going to happen. And we'll fast forward. Take out those fighters. Playing this on hard, which you can do, just be ready for constant waves of droids, like never ending, which is kind of on point. That's basically the Clone Wars in a nutshell. Wave after wave. All right, let's get a ground invasion in, and we can bring Delta in as well, because Delta's fun. Ground forces.
Right away, sir.
A bit weird not having saber tanks or juggernauts. Oh, go quickly before they attack me. Begin the battle. Hopefully this is one of the maps with the improved textures. So they deployed with... Oh. Now somebody in the comments of my last video said, Shaq, if you go into... where is it? If I go into... I don't see the option they were talking about. Maybe it was anti-aliasing detail? They were like, it'll fix any of the lighting issues in the Z fighting that you have.
Day won't come.
Yeah, Delta, that doesn't seem like it's fixed it. 501st and Cody. Oh, whoa, we have no... Let's bring in the flame troops because they're new. We need to capture a new point. Our build cap is awful.
Let's go.
Okay, moving out.
Clones keep the scrap merchants
Flame
busy.
troopers. When did they have flame troopers in the Clone Wars series? I know they had them. I think it was specific though. It was like, it was for dealing with hostile plants on a jungle world or something. It wasn't for like combat. But I think they still ended up using them against the droids. Because in what universe? I guess Geonosians. They'd be effective against Geonosians. those Republic war crimes. Like, you're not gonna use them on the droids. They're not some kind of Warhammer Meltas. All right, let's get over here. Now, with the mod being back in development, what do you guys want to see added to it? A lot of development in the modding community for Empire War. You know, there's been a lot of enhancements or advancements in modding, particularly for this game. So, what would you want to see? What is a more modern... Seriously? I still can't get the 501st. Oh yeah, because the 501st is huge. It's like multiple squads. All right, we're gonna run back this way. I called dibs. I'm not gonna bring in reinforcements because we're gonna run back this way. This map is massive. Without having transports, I need my lats.
We've got company, General.
Okay, well, we're gonna see if flamethrowers work against B2s.
Losing is not an option.
You guys cover. Flamethrower. Holy crap.
Never surrender.
What?
Shot, one kill.
What?
Nothing deadlier than a clone behind the trigger, General.
I like that I can get the 212th, but I can't get the 501st.
Yes, General. You're not gonna like the outcome.
What is I mean, seems a bit strong.
Combat is a clone's natural element.
Okay, that seems brokenly strong. I just wiped out, what, 4 squads? And some had advanced battle
Roger that,
droids?
sir.
The B2s?
Copy that.
Let's grab a sensor array.
Bombing run available.
Because this is old school. We can actually build all the stuff.
Complete.
212 is my
We've
favorite.
secured a landing
Yeah, let's bring it.
zone.
212 is the best. So here's how big the 212 is. 501st, though.
Cancelled.
Slightly more, yeah.
Reinforcements
Yeah, but 212 is
cancelled.
better.
Right away, General. Let's move on.
Bring in those reinforcements. Awkward. Look at that. I've been thinking about picking up a Legion army for the tabletop. And if I was going to do it, they have the Republic in there. It'd have to be a 212. I wonder how hard that would be to paint, but 212 is landing and we shall push on the enemy. We'll have, and of course the one that I lost was Obi-Wan. So I can't have like the proper
This
212.
clone doesn't lose.
Cody's the best. What's his abilities now? He has sprint and he has EMP burst. Okay, and then 212, yeah.
Stay frosty.
I always thought it would have been neat to have each different Legion show up with whatever equipment they might have, right? So,
6-2,
oh,
combat ready.
if you're a fan of Republic or Republic Commando, that's the one. Yes, they have Delta with all the colors, and
Scorch, good for engagement. Yes, sir. Stay quiet. Ready for action.
isn't that great? And they all have the different abilities too, based on who they are from the game. All right, but there, so your explosives expert actually has mines. You got the ping ability for your scout.
A build pad. We've lost a
Fixer's
build
got the control turret ability when it works.
pad. We've lost a build pad.
Delta is quick. All right, so we're gonna run over here.
We've secured
Swap your weapon out. There you go.
Set for action.
We've secured a
Let's
build
drop a minefield.
We've lost a build pad.
Sensor ping over here so we can see what we're getting into.
Just like in basic training.
Move up.
I don't expect anything less than total destruction.
The flamethrower is so broken. Like, what?
We've lost a build pad.
Watch the rear.
Reinforcement point.
Yeah, let's see what you do to this building. I have to see this. Like, it looks, I like it. Whoa. Yeah, they might have overtuned the flamethrower just a little bit. Like, that was more damage this entire unit can do. Well, there you go, everybody. Republic at War is back. There's a new version. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to see how it develops and see what kind of updates that we get. Oh, they're actually retreating. Yeah, that was their last unit.
We've lost a landing
They're actually
zone.
pushing for this. Hopefully, it gets a balance update because holy crap, flamethrower OP. I look forward to reading the comments on this one. There's going to be some nostalgia, I think. Bye, guys.